like the message was received by your players? They did everything you asked them to do, basically, or were wanting them to do when we spoke after the last game.
I don't know if it's necessarily message received. They knew. I mean, they know. It's nice to score some goals.
What did the first shift of the game, the middle stat line, do for your entire club?
You go into every game and you don't know where the bar is going to be set, who's setting it, which team's setting it, the energy levels. You do all the preparation, but you don't have the answer until you see the first few minutes of the game and get a feel for your bench and the engagement of your guys, just by the virtue of their chatter and, body language and movement. Are they fresh? Are they not? And there was no question you could see that, are they in sync? Are five guys in sync, moving up and down the rink, thinking the same way tonight, that sort of thing. And the first shift, you're looking for those barometers, and that first shift was one that showed that.
What was the key for you guys to just keep the foot on the gas pedal? There were no moments really where there were dips or lulls. Like you guys were you played your game consistently throughout.
Yeah, I think we skated well. We tracked well. We refilled the middle well. We took that to heart. I know Paul, I think, was probably referencing shots and going to the net as messages. Big message for us was defend quick and defend hard. I thought the end of the game was very indicative of that. Obviously, guys fighting to block shots. I think we had 3 guys block shots in the last 30 seconds. Cousins, Eric Johnson, and Greenway. And to preserve shutout for Upi, there's no question they did that and finished the way they started.
The way Zach's been playing, but for him to get rewarded finally, just like how happy are you that he was able to do that?
Yeah, he works hard. He's got a lot of detail to his game, Benson. Virtue of that, it certainly is nice to see him score, and it was nice play all around, all the way up the rink. So.
Don, is that kind of the mystery of this team? I mean, you've had a lot of games this year where you played well. It seems like there's a lot of them on the road. And games certainly that you haven't been happy with. I mean, you're never going to play 82 great games, but is that the big mystery, just why you don't see more of this kind of play on a consistent basis?
Yeah, I mean, there's major components that are a mystery of it. I think the pattern is, unfortunately, the outer situation of urgency, we respond to that. So how can we create our own urgency before we're pressed to it by virtue of maybe a poor performance or two, so the urgency, can we create that urgency for ourselves? I think that's been our challenge. It's been our challenge from day one of the start of the year. But once the outside dynamics push that urgency, that locker room tends to respond pretty consistently well. It's can we create that urgency without the outside, the outside of forces of not playing well a previous game or two.
Did you notice a difference in any of your players by getting that first goal?
Absolutely, that is a major. I mean, just look at the data in the league. Even the winning percentage of the teams that score the first is insane in this league, and it has been for year after year after year. So the first goal is huge. But yes, it was big for our guys. You can tell that on the bench.
He likes to give credit to his teammates all the time when he has performances like this, but what is he doing that's allowing him to just stay calm through all of these games, whether it's a shutout or not?
Well, he's just gotten better and better and better. What is he doing in game? I think he's really in sync with how we play. The shot selection that's coming at him, positioning a defenseman, where he can make a save and he knows rebounds might be covered. Where shots are being forced, lots of shots being contested, even though they're shot or limiting second chances. And you can see he's playing. He's way more calm with pucks even around him to just position, knowing that he doesn't have to worry about everything. But way more calm in his game. Obviously, experience now. He's gained experience. I think it's a credit to him and his dedication, his work ethic. I think Mike Bales has done a really nice job with him. And I do believe that Devin in here and pushing him, seeing another young guy here over the last, the end of last year and this year, we had great mentorship in Craig Anderson and older goaltenders. But I think when Devin Levi came in and to have Devin Levi around, I think that was great for both of those guys. It bumped him to a whole nother, to that point in Upi's career, he felt like this young guy that was my success is off in the distance, maybe years from now. But when you see another capable goaltender at 20 years old, you realize, oh, I better do it now. And I think that was a nudge too that we felt was important for both of those guys, and I think they'll thrive in that situation.
Those lead block shots, and Jordan Greenway said they'd actually talked about before that shift finishing the right way. What's it say about those guys? You think that the moment meant that much to them?
Yeah, Greenway's a very good very good role model for our guys. He has a great sense of objective, knowing, okay, very aware of the situation, the amount of time on the clock, obviously killing a penalty, a D-zone face-off, and the fact that you got to shut out at that point for Upi. So, he factors all those things in. Some guys don't. They think it's a face-off just like a face-off, and I'm going to go try to score. But he knew, and Eric Johnson out there too. And I think, that's great influence, and Dylan feeds off of that. Cousins, we've seen him grow immensely in the penalty kill role, specifically just in the last month and a half. I mean, he wasn't on it, and he was in and out during the first 25, 30 games of the year, and he is now fast becoming a very, very good penalty killer in this league, which was not the case prior. And I think it's through some great leadership of guys around him. Thank you.